How's it going? Welcome to the Milk It Out podcast. I'm joined with Navy and Prodigy. Prodigy
Hello.
from the Terraria series and Navy from a lot of things. So,
I am the multifunctional tool of Swiss Army knives here.
the Swedish Army knives.
Yes.
So, our first topic
Taking good
is
notes.
yeah. Our first topic is tea. So, I've been drinking a lot
Yeah.
of tea lately, and we already went over this, but I screwed up the recording, so that's fun. Uh, so
Wait,
I
hold on,
just
Michael. You were saying you were drinking a lot of tea lately?
yeah. So I've been
Does
drinking
that
a
make
lot
you
of
British?
no, but my family does originate.
From
I'm not gonna bother mentioning that stuff uh, on any of this because I don't want to bring that into it.
of course.
All the adopted stuff. I'm adopted, by the way, for any of you who didn't know
Oh, I did not know
listening to
that.
this. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a pretty good topic. Is being adopted. That was actually a weird thing growing up, kind of, because
Hmm.
growing up, I never actually felt like it was actually my parents taking care of me. I always felt like I was an adopted kid. So it was kind of weird because I never actually really had someone I felt like was actually family until I think 16 around. Like I always treated Prodigy and Mob as just really good friends, but I didn't ever really understand what family was until I hit about 16. So that was always an interesting thing, like trying to develop my own like personality. I think it made it easier to stray away from my adoptive parents and kind of do my own thing because I never felt the need to live up to their expectations. I always felt the need to live up to my own expectations, which made everything a lot easier on me. I feel like growing up. I don't know. You guys have any similar experiences with something like
I
that?
mean, not really, because I wasn't adopted, but I did. I guess I kind of felt like I needed like find my own identity, my own like way of life. Try not to be like everybody else.
Hmm. Oh yeah. So another
With my
podcast.
case,
Yeah.
with my case, I was technically always a loner. I had no real trouble being like by myself and all that. I mean, hell, I was playing Terraria the entire time in my younger days, and yeah,
David, you had like literally everybody thought that you were different, but it was in a way that everyone liked you. You had
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's not too hard for someone to like me because I just have like some sort of lovable personality. Is
Oh,
that is
by
that correct?
comparison, I am not lovable.
Yeah. I feel that.
Oh no.
Wow!
I feel that.
Oh no, if like Michael here, he knows me. I am not a very lovable person at all.
No, you're a lovable person.
Even
Just
though I swear like a sailor.
it's a very acquired taste is what it is.
I'm like a jalapeno. I'm tasty and spicy at the same time.
You gotta really want the spice or else you're not gonna
Yes.
You're gonna
enjoy it.
Yeah,
If you're around me, you
yeah.
gotta.
Speaking
Oh,
speaking of spicy stuff.
I
Speaking
think
of spicy stuff.
all right. I think that's our next topic. We should talk about like
We should
spicy
talk
things.
about
Like
spicy foods.
I
So
mean, like,
Yeah.
McDonald's spicy McChickens. How do you guys
oh
feel
man,
about those?
I mean, they aren't really that bad. They aren't that bad.
Well,
I
I have a very strong opinion about McDonald's and all that.
mm,
So to say that I stopped eating their McNuggets a long time ago would be a massive understatement. So so yeah, I do not know what to feel because I actually haven't tried them.
yeah.
Well, the McNuggets. Wait, you never tried a McNugget before ever? Never?
I'm sorry.
You never tried a McNugget before?
No, I have. It's just the fact that I stopped
It's
eating
been a
them.
while. I would imagine they'd probably changed their recipe a few times since
Oh no, it's still pink slime. Yeah, I used to work at McDonald's. I can guarantee you, it's still pink slime.
or not the recipe, but like where they get the chicken from. I would
Formula.
imagine it's ever since they put out the whole like fresh thing and started doing all that crap. It's probably
Ugh.
I don't know, maybe different, and maybe it's like chicken
Well,
something else in
technically
slime. Maybe it's
well,
fresher
technically in the
slime.
restaurant industry, like so long as it's like there's like still a part of the animal that's fresh, you can still legally call it that. Like the fillet of, like I
Yeah,
said, I used to work at McDonald's, so I can like share some of the stuff.
I used
That
to
was
work
like
there
years
too.
ago. Yeah, so like like the fillet of fish, that's a really good one.
Yeah,
Turns out like it's actually like there's parts of there's like styrofoam and cardboard in there, but there's still
are you
technically parts of fish
serious?
in there. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Wait,
serious.
really?
I mean, it could be a rumor. I don't know, but knowing it's McDonald's and how like
I
there's a
wouldn't
lot of
doubt
problems
it.
with the fish, with like cod fisheries and whatnot. Yeah, they had to like start putting in like a bunch of stuff in there to actually like give it like meat and whatnot. Because the thing is though,
Yeah.
so long as there's still like parts of the fish, parts of the animal in there, you can still technically call it that. For
Hmm.
instance, with the like I said, with the fillet of cod, that's a fish that fillet of fish. That's a perfect example of that. It's basically if there's it's like 40% like codfish, so you can still technically call it the fillet of fish.
Well, well, yeah, but I'm not the kind of person who would do anything about based on a technicality.
Of course not, because they're still gonna eat it
Like for
anyways.
example, yeah, the filet o fish. I tried it before. It didn't taste like fish at all.
That's
Hey,
because
so
it is a fish.
I just had an idea. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. I want to see what happens.
What happens? What?
Okay, so whenever I push start streaming, what what happens?
Aren't you
Like,
streaming? I don't.
does
I
it
mean, I
stream
don't.
to YouTube or does it stream to Twitch?
I don't really know.
What
You can
happens?
try it.
What
I
happens
mean,
when
if
I
you
start
want to try.
streaming?
I mean, if you want to try it, you can.
Okay, I'm streaming right now, but I don't know where it's streaming to.
Let me see on Swedish Milk. Your channel.
I'm still recording, by the way. So like,
Oh yeah, I know you
so
are. I
that
know you
doesn't
are.
mess it up.
Oh yeah, we also got very off topic when we mentioned like McDonald's and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
it's
gonna.
on. Oh, hey, it's on.
It's on
Oh,
what? Twitch.
Jesus. It's on
It's
Twitch.
on
Yep.
Twitch or. Okay, got it. You should
Oh,
upload
my
this to YouTube
ears.
too.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So,
Okay.
I
Anyway,
actually finally put the link to the other channel at the bottom. By the way, I'm so sorry for everyone who just heard that. I don't know. I
Hey,
don't
how's
know
it going? Welcome to
who's.
the channel.
Oh
My
my
name
God.
is Swedish Milk, also known as.
I didn't
No.
hear anything.
Okay. I definitely heard it. So I don't
Anyway,
know. Is this like the whole stream right here? Yeah, it is. Holy crap! It's actually streaming. I.
Um, you didn't know this?
Yeah, it's. Um. No, I
well,
didn't. I've never done this before, so I didn't know.
all
Here,
right.
hold on. I think
Okay.
yeah, no, it's automatically hooked up to Twitch, so I'm gonna.
Also, notice all of our profile pictures. They're all staring to the left.
What about your profile pictures?
All of them are staring to the left.
Oh
They're
yeah,
looking
they
at the left.
are. I mean, it's a good angle. Is that the guy from
Guilty Gear, yes.
Yeah,
Still
Mob was
bad
talking
guy.
to me a lot about that.
No, yeah, his name is still Bad Guy. He's like the main protagonist of Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Though
Who's
I've
the
actually played. The thing is, I've actually played Guilty Gear, so
It's
I know
expensive
what.
game.
It depends on which version of the game you get.
There's different versions?
Well, there's different like installments. Like
Is there
the
different
older
versions
game.
on Steam?
No. I'm sorry. Different installments of the game. Like you can get it either on. You can get like the cheaper, like the older versions for cheap.
Yeah.
Xrd, which I think is still expensive on Steam, but like Strive is like $60. But then it gets a new game, so it's worth it
Yeah.
for the $60 though. It's really fun.
Madness Project Nexus is actually being released on the 29th.
Mhm. I like
Ever watched Madness Combat?
No, I don't watch stuff like that.
Oh, you don't?
I feel left out now.
They're good. Anyways, let's actually kind of get on top.
You kind of just have to. You kind of just have to see it. Despite all that, despite of how violent the series is, it can tell a good story if you're.
Oh, I gotta shut the stream off. Apparently, it's the encoding is overloaded.
Uh,
All right, for that one person who's watching the stream, I know exactly who it is. I'm sorry.
who is it?
It's a friend.
Ew.
Alright.
Friend I know named Kayak.
Alright.
I'm not surprised that it did that. At the same time, I kind of am though, because everything's running at like 60 frames a second because it's a still image. So it's not having any problems with the audio or anything. It's not like it'd be lagging really badly. It's fine. I got a lot of
Anyways,
notifications on Twitch for some reason.
okay. But so by
I'm
the way,
not
Michael,
checking
we're
them.
gonna get. That's okay, Michael. Should we get back on topic of like spicy stuff?
Um, yeah, sure.
Okay, so like I know we talked about the spice the hot and spicy McChicken. I mean, I've tried it before. It's all right. It's
mm.
actually one of my favorite items on the menu.
Actually, I was gonna say something about not spicy foods. I was gonna say something about McDonald's.
Right.
So I personally, the worst thing that I had there was the burgers because I didn't like the fact that they were just solid frozen patties that didn't look like burgers. They were just cylinders. Did
Bro,
that did that ever bother you?
when I was working there, not really, no. I mean, that's because like I usually only ate like the quarter pounders and the McChicken nuggets there and the McChicken sandwiches. I never bothered for the Big Mac because truth be told, it just feels like I'm eating water. I'm sorry. That's basically how I describe like tasteless foods.
Yeah.
To me, I just say it just feels like water.
Speaking of not speaking of tasteless foods, the opposite of tasteless foods. Have you ever gone to Red Robin?
Ed Robin,
It is delicious. Have you ever,
you didn't
I've
even
had
finish
some of their
that,
like
you
yum.
bastard. You didn't finish that.
No, I didn't. Yum.
Ed Robin.
Come.
Yo,
Prodigy was the only one that got it right. You're a pervert, Michael.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna put hot sauce on your dick.
I just by the way, speaking of Red Robin, I was turns out that they actually had the best lemonade I think I've ever tasted in my life.
I
Same.
have not had their lemonade yet. I need to try it.
I mean, I had one that was called like fancy lemonade or whatever.
Yep.
It was like some purple lemonade. I didn't. that's like probably the best drink I ever had to be
Purple.
honest. I think
I think it's twisted. I think it's twisted lemonade.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but it was like really good. I think I have a photo of it on my phone. Let me look
My
it up.
tea
And it
does
was
yeah,
not
hot
want to cool
ones.
down.
I've only been to like
Oh, and
like Red Robin like 1 or 2 times in my life.
I've
was
I've
bottomless
ordered a
for
lot
me.
from there. Like
It's been a lot.
they have it on
Oh, that's
DoorDash,
good.
so I've been using that a lot. It's making me go poor. I actually have some of their onion rings right in front of me right now. They're really good.
Oh really?
Mhm.
I was gonna eat dinner, but I don't. I'm doing the podcast right now.
By onion rings, I mean crumbly bitch. That's it. I had dinner the other night. Don't eat
All
dinner
right.
for more than 1 day straight. You can't do it.
That's a cook. I mean, I kind of can't.
I can't because I'm
Anyway,
poor, but we're not
hold
gonna
on.
talk about that.
Actually, I actually happen to be at college at the moment, and I went to the landing for lunch today.
Don't
Um,
don't spend too much
I
money on
actually,
like the college food because it's really expensive.
Yeah, I know. You might
I
as well
know.
just spend that money on
A car.
a place where a car, yeah, or like if you're gonna get food, you might as well go out and eat out. Anyways,
I
Well,
make
yes, I
most of my
actually have a
food.
meal plan.
I
Well,
mean
I
I'm in
actually have a
college right
meal
now, but
plan.
like
Oh yeah,
I
so you
mean I
already
live
paid for it.
I mean I live in sorry to interrupt. I'm in college right now, but I live
That's
with my
fine.
parents rent free. That was kind of my plan.
Mm.
I think I'm just trying to get like enough money so I can move out eventually.
We talk over each other a lot.
Yeah, we should probably like try to take turns a bit on like who gets to talk and who doesn't get to
this,
talk.
this is gonna be a very interesting podcast to listen to.
It will be. It will be because we keep like getting off topic too.
That's fine. No, that's the whole point of the podcast. I plan on making a podcast where we don't get off topic, but that's kind of the point of this one is to just talk, just spit
Uh,
stuff out, you know.
yeah, for like an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Milk out information himself can't milk anything out anymore.
Yeah.
By the way, I should mention like something about spicy food. I
It's
will
good.
tell you like some of the spiciest food I've ever actually had because believe me, I actually really like spicy food. I'm from Texas, so it's just like natural for me to like it.
Are you saying people from Illinois don't like spicy food?
Yes, I'm saying that exactly.
Okay, well, you'd be right.
Uh, during college, during college during my freshman year, I was I was actually enjoying enchiladas in my freshman year, but I made the mistake of like smothering it in jalapenos.
That's not a mistake. What are you talking about?
Except that I'm only able to handle jalapeno heat.
Mm.
Not the sting.
Well, you see, I am. Well, you see, I don't really. Well, you see, my domain is not spiciness, but more or less boldness. Like
Yeah,
I like strong, intense flavors.
I like heaping helpings of salt in my food because
For me,
not only is it healthy for me because my body doesn't ever retain water, but I like it because it's good and I like putting lots of salt. And if I can't have salt, then I will put garlic and onion on it.
Oh, garlic.
Mm,
I
Yeah,
mean,
garlic.
garlic's a good seasoning. It works on basically
I mean,
everything.
I mean, as for me, like when it comes to like me and spicy food, I usually like eat like Cajun seasoning because that's pretty spicy. But I've also had like habanero sauce before,
Mm,
which apparently that's like
Actually,
a lot
like
more spicier than a jalapeno, but not as spicy as the California the California Reaper.
yeah,
Not the California, the
I,
Carolina Reaper.
I am actually in love with buffalo cayenne pepper sauce.
I've had that a few times.
I like to put in. Yeah, it's although I don't really like it by itself.
Yeah,
It's not good by itself. I like it in ranch. I like it in other stuff. Basically, buffalo ranch. Sometimes twisted ranch too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, have you ever heard? Have you ever had twisted ranch sauce?
oh yeah, I love
Like,
Twisted Ranch.
oh my goodness, it's so good.
I put it on everything whenever I buy it, but
Yeah, you should. You should. It's really good.
it does not go good with steak though.
Um, I am inclined to disagree.
I don't think it goes good with steak. Well, that's because whenever I have steak, I eat steak at like my parents' house, right? And it's always marinated and stuff, so it kind of the marination tastes good. This anytime I eat anything at my parents' house, it's always like it's either my dad making something or he bought it from somewhere he knows it's going to taste good.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like the same at my house too, cause
Mm.
like my dad like he'll usually like just like buy like big chunks of meat,
Yeah,
like because it's Texas, so of course
because it's
your
Texas.
diet's gonna be just yeah, it's Texas, of course.
Well,
He'll buy like big chunks of meat or just make big pots of like Cajun stuff, and yeah, that's basically my meal for that night.
Mm.
And of course, he'll sometimes like
ranch is
he'll
really good.
saute mushrooms. Or he just like just buys stuff from like the market. And by the way, like or for some random food chain. By the way, here in Texas, we got like a lot of like fast food like restaurants around here that are just
Oh yeah.
so good, and also based around chicken.
Mm.
The people here in Texas love chicken.
So, so um, my gramps has like this. I actually like his sausage. He makes his own sausage. It's
Mm.
pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's very difficult to deny the fact that he makes some such damn good sausage.
Does he like does he put cheese in it and stuff? Where do he makes it?
Uh, yeah, but he has his own smoker.
Mm. I don't know much about sausage. I don't think as much as I know about like burgers and stuff like that. My
I
dad
do.
makes a
I
lot
know
of
about sausage.
he makes a lot of sausage during deer season and stuff like that. I never really paid attention to what he put into it because I was always just the guy who like packaged it with him, because we have like a whole thing where we get like a few family members, few friends whenever we do it, and we set up like
Yeah.
this whole thing where we like not butcher the deer, not butcher. Is it butchering if it's already? Yeah, it's
no,
butchering, isn't it?
that is butchering. That is butchering.
Yeah, so we butcher the deer
If you're chopping up the
after
deer,
we.
then you
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's butchering.
So we butcher the deer, cut it up, blah blah blah, put it in the grinder, everything else. We do everything. Um,
Wow, that is an impressive feat. That's for sure.
so we do like the whole deer. We get like some of it in we get it all like chunked up and stuff. We get some of it in burgers and some of it in patties. Mm, I could be thinking about. I might not be thinking about the deer. I don't think we'd ever made deer burgers. I don't think we do that. I know he
Let's
makes a lot of
Detectors.
sausage links, and he makes a lot of
let's look
jerky
up if
with it.
that's an actual thing.
It is. I just don't remember what we usually do. We might have done it once. It's been too long since I did that with my family because I've been doing a lot of stuff the last year involving school and job stuff. That's one thing I haven't mentioned at all is what my job actually is. I don't plan
What's your
on doing
job?
it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, I've actually made it a point not to mention what my job is, just because I don't want it to like start controversy on my channel. I think I've talked to you both about what my job is.
What is it,
Um,
like military based?
no, it's hazmat stuff. Remember,
Oh,
I was
Oh,
just
gotcha.
talking to
Yeah,
you about
yeah.
like,
chemicals.
yeah,
Oh, yes, yes. You mentioned this to me already. So, yeah.
Well,
To the respect.
don't mention it on the podcast probably because that could cause some controversy.
well, you already mentioned it on the podcast, so I mean, that's fine.
Oh, okay, shit.
It's
Okay,
fine.
we'll spill the beans.
I'm not gonna spill
This
all the
looks
beans.
like
I'm
a
just gonna like, hey, this is what my job is. No, we did that for
This
the
looks
last
like
4 days.
me. So everybody, just follow me because we need a little controversy because
Controversy
it feels so empty
feels so
without
empty.
me.
I feel empty. That's not true.
Michael,
Um,
did she drain your balls again, Michael?
what?
Did she drain your balls again, Michael?
No.
Okay.
And there goes the monetization.
um,
This isn't on YouTube.
it's fine. No, it's going on YouTube.
What it is?
Yeah, it's going on YouTube and SoundCloud. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I just got back from like a 4-day training event where we did like a full decon line, stuff like that. We basically did everything involving a thing called Surf P. So we did like tech decon. We did decon means decontamination. So we did tech decon. We did ambulatory, non-ambulatory. I don't remember what those mean. I'm too lazy to look them up. I just know what we
Actually,
did and how to do it. So
I
basically,
actually think ambulatory. I actually think ambulatory would mean like involving an ambulance and hazardous situations.
so
Yeah, because
with non-amb, I think we had them on like conveyor belts. Yeah. With tech, we had them walk through. I'm trying to remember what the difference was. I don't remember what the difference was, besides like how it was set up and stuff. But yeah, we set up like we set up tents, we set up like conveyor belts that you'd like. So what we would do is we take somebody from a litter, which is I'm trying to remember how to explain it. What's a gurney is the thing that you carry people on, right?
Stretcher.
Yeah, it's the same thing as kind of like a stretcher, but it's foldable. So we put
Stretchers
people
are
on
also
litters.
foldable.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. So we put the people on the litters, right? Excuse me. After we get them out of like the wherever they are, and put them on the conveyor belt. So we run them through, cut the clothes off, and then we wash them, run them through. At the end, they just get a towel and say, "Hey, go to medical bay," and that's basically it for non-ambulatory. With tech, they basically like we have them take all of their stuff off themselves because they're not injured, stuff like that. And then we
Yeah.
I think I really don't know what ambulatory is. I can't remember what it is. I just remember being in one
Well,
spot the entire time, and I was like in monitoring. So we had these like we have equipment for monitoring different kinds of radiation, and that's basically what I was doing the entire time. Cat, stop
The
touching my
duck of your
basket.
stalker.
Basket.
Yeah, the cat keeps touching my basket.
Anyway,
That's
well,
a
yeah, so basically you were dealing with you deal with radiation. Is that what you do?
We deal with radiation. We deal with biological attacks. So CBRN stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. So we deal with all of those things. It used to be um, CBRN E, but then EOD wanted their job back, so we couldn't do it anymore. So EOD is explosive something, explosive ordnance disarmament something. I don't know. But yeah, basically the E was just for explosives. But EOD wanted their
which
job back, so
involve
we couldn't do that anymore.
ah. But yeah, I think the stuff that involves a lot of high stakes stuff.
Oh yeah, because those are actually very
Well,
dangerous chemicals.
it depends. So if it's nerve agents, they might already be dead. If it's
Yeah,
something like blister
Because
agents, it's just gonna really hurt. But yeah, we do need to get them through.
yeah, because that can cause some serious serious health
It can
hazards and whatnot.
Yeah, it can like bubble your skin, shit like that, because it's blister agents.
Yeah, that's just
With nerve
nasty. And also,
agents, you have to treat it right away, or else they're dead. So you
yeah, because like
basically
they
take like
attack the
a
nervous system, right?
yeah, you basically what you do to treat it is you take like an EpiPen like thing and just kind of jab it into them, and that's honestly about all you can do. Besides, after that, trying to get it all off of them, going through the decon line, stuff like that. But basically, what we do is we decontaminate people, weapons, weapons being guns. We call guns weapons. It's just kind of a general term. So people, weapons, and vehicles. That's basically what we do.
All
You'd be
right.
surprised though how easy it is to clean off nerve agents and stuff like that from vehicles and things. Take a
That's
guess
why
at what we clean it off with.
why'd you clean it up with water?
Yes. No.
It's are you kidding
Wait.
me?
There's two ways to
You
clean it.
put
I'm trying to think what the difference is. But yeah, we would usually clean it off with water, soapy water, basically, or bleach. So it's like this bleach powder stuff that you like rub on a mitten, and then you like you dump it on a mitten, you like pour some of it out, and then like rub it onto the vehicle to get like stuff off. I don't remember what the difference between just washing it with soapy water and that is, but basically we just use Dawn. It's surprisingly easy to get chemicals and stuff like that off, you know.
damn, they weren't kidding with those Don commercials then.
Oh yeah, no, they weren't.
Do you guys also deal with like oil spills too, or no?
I guess I don't know if we deal with oil spills having like out in the ocean and stuff like that, but I do know that if there was a truck that had oil in it, then yeah, we would deal with that because that would be considered a hazardous chemical.
yeah, it's just
Was it a
yeah, let's just
class
not.
4, something like that? It's flammable. It's not explosive, so I think it's a class 4. Yep, that's fun.
Okay,
Class
sounds
9, I
cool.
think, is like toxic or something like that. But
That
it's
would be class
basically with
10.
the. I don't think there's a class 10. I think it only goes up to 9. So basically, there's a thing called placards on the back of like trucks and stuff that you
Mhm.
would find that. So I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now because I haven't studied any of this for God over a year now. I think. Jesus
You
Christ!
okay?
Sorry, I died for a second. Yeah, hold on. Placards. I don't know. I'm just gonna type in levels. Yeah, so there's like, is one explosive? Is that what that is? Okay, cool. So class 1 is explosive. Class 3 is flammable. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, so class 1 is explosive, class 2 is gases, class 3 is flammable liquid, and class 4 is a flammable solid. So basically a building would be a class 4.
It
Cuz
was
Oh,
made out
okay.
of a flammable substance.
yeah,
Wait, why are you allowed to even disclose this information with us?
cuz you can type it in Google and look
Oh,
at it
okay.
online. Yeah, no, it's
Uh,
okay, so it's a placard. Placards are those like those flame things with like the
Flame
square. It's the
diamonds.
yeah, it's
They're
the
called they're called flame diamonds.
yeah, those things that you see on like the back of trucks and shit. It's
Yeah,
not
those things. They're
it's not like secret information, you know. If
oh, that's right. They're fire diamonds. I learned those in chemistry.
we don't call
yeah,
them
no,
fire diamonds. That's weird. That's a dumb name. I don't like
I
that.
know it's
It
yeah,
makes
but I
they're
sense
thought
called
though.
instead you
fire
guys call them,
diamonds, but
Well, they're not
but
all
instead
fire
you guys
diamonds is the
call them,
thing.
you call them placards though, right?
Yeah, they call them placards. So it's like placard classes is yeah, hazmat placards is what you'd probably search, like classes of hazmat placards or something like that. But I there's very specific information that I can't disclose, and with my job, I don't have a lot of non-disclosable information, right? Because I'm a lower. I don't have any classification level at all whatsoever. So all the stuff that I know is most of the time unclassified. So unless it's something along the lines of like if we're going somewhere for a training event or a mission, I can't tell you guys where we're going and I can't tell you when we're going to be there. It's like really specific.
Hmm.
yeah, extremely specific information cannot be disclosed.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that's a quick way to lose your job and possibly get an arrest warrant out for you.
But like hazmat stuff is a civilian certification. So, you know, it's just crap that you'd learn online.
Yeah, of course. I think everybody knows what the hazmat suit is and what it does. I mean, even the CDC already disclosed what it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did not know you dealt with chemicals on a daily basis, dude.
Oh yeah. You know my favorite thing though, like with training,
But
is when we do with radioactive stuff, because that's always fun. It's neat to actually see, um, just a solid, plain looking object actually make a difference whenever we like go over it with something, and like you'll actually see the levels spike and stuff like that. It's so cool because it's stuff that you can't see it, but you know it's there, which I kind of like, especially with stuff that's like if it's something that you can only pick up if you get really close to it. That stuff is really cool.
ooh,
Yeah.
but isn't that like very dangerous to get around, like get close to, like any radioactive material? Because that's like very dangerous.
I mean, if we're doing
Like
something
that.
along the lines of training, we're probably not going to go there's like a certain limit to how many rads you can take, you know.
Seabirds.
Because like getting close to like radiation that can like cause cancer, won't it?
No, not even close. No, you'll probably get cancer from your phone or your microwave faster than you'll get cancer from the stuff that we do in training. But like radioactive stuff
Oh,
is
I
mostly going to
better
be like
stop
an
using my phone
explosion.
now.
Yeah, no, like you'd be surprised. Your phone actually has more radiation in it than the microwave does. That's
Let's
also
keep that to
because
myself.
yeah, that's also because of the fact that like your phone has different radiation than the microwave does. I don't remember what it is. I'm gonna look it up really quick. So there's different
There
kinds of
was
radiation. So there's microwaves, then there's alpha, beta particles, and then there's gamma particles. So
oh
gamma
yeah, those
radiation.
things.
Yeah.
I've learned those in yeah I've learned those in uh I've learned those in physics, and yeah, gamma radiation is easily the most dangerous and the one that is mostly emitted from radioactive materials.
False. It is
Well,
actually
oh
alpha, but because I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it was like it's supposed to be alpha, but because it
Yeah,
doesn't go
yeah.
through very many things.
Alpha cannot affect us because of its large size.
I could be wrong. No, it's gamma rays.
And then Bruce
Yeah,
Banner should be
gamma
dead.
damages.
Bruce Banner should
Yeah,
be dead.
Yeah, no, alpha particles can't penetrate the skin, so they're not dangerous.
But gamma rays can.
Yeah,
gamma rays though. Gamma rays are the highest energy light wave that is possible.
By the way, how much like can the UV like affect you? Like UV rays.
UV rays are higher energy than visible light. The worst they can do is second-degree burns.
yeah.
But yeah, UV rays can cause skin cancer. It's just the
So
fact that skin cancer takes
this
a really long time to develop.
the sun is a different kind of radiation, so it's not one of those three. It's electromagnetic radiation, so it's different.
Electromagnetic radiation can
So like
mutate the DNA, but
X-rays, basically.
yeah, X-rays are lower energy than gamma rays,
Mm.
but it's not. But you need a sufficient amount to actually cause cancer.
We got really off topic. By the way,
Yeah, we
if
start
I
talking.
find out something magically does happen to like, I doubt anything I said actually mattered. Hold on. I
Oh, it
doubt
doesn't
anything.
because like
Yeah, no, because you can look up all that crap online.
yeah,
You
I
can
know it's
literally
like already
Google all of it.
it's like there for the public to know like, hey, this shit can kill you. Don't be stupid.
No, I was talking about like all the non-ambulatory stuff. But I mean, that's kind of meh. You can look that stuff online too.
True. Anyways, something to something to probably get us back on topic. Fuck, I don't know what to talk about. We were talking about radiation and whatnot. Like I said, Bruce Banner should be dead. I'm sorry, but that gamma radiation, knowing that how bad gamma radiation is, Bruce
Yeah,
Banner
I
should
was
be
actually
dead.
just about to talk about that. It would make more sense if he had something along the lines of this, like, the same like electromagnetic radiation. It would make more sense if he had that because that can actually mutate you.
Like, wait, that's all
Yeah.
mutation radiation. That's a real thing.
Yeah, of course. It's not like the same stuff that you would think about like in movies, but you know,
It can alter your DNA.
Hmm.
yeah, it's more like it
Oh
gets
yes, that's
kind
right.
of like that, but not really. It's closer to more of like stuff you'd see maybe in Fallout.
And not to like the Incredible Hulk levels.
Yeah, not to like those extreme levels like complete freaks of nature. You'll maybe like have an extra eye or have an extra head or be really
I
big or really small or your face will look kind of funny cuz it stretches out too much. But it's not, or you'll lose your nose, you know.
It's
It's
nothing
something along the
drastic.
lines of that. You nothing really big. The biggest thing that's probably going to happen is like change in size or a second face.
And of course, you lose all your hair too, because that's going away.
Not necessarily.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, no, you won't have no. No. So those are radiation having to do with like explosives and stuff like that is not the same as the stuff. It's not the same as the stuff that they use on like chemotherapy patients, I don't think.
Oh, just so you should know, what is it? What is it?
Yeah, no, they use X-rays.
Yeah, it's X-ray. X-ray. Ah.
I thought that's what it was. Not my field of expertise. I don't need to know it.
I was always afraid when I was gonna get an X-ray because like I didn't know if X-rays were actually like radioactive, so I was always afraid I was getting like my chances of getting cancer was going to increase.
No, actually, it decreases because
Really?
radiation kills cancer cells.
But doesn't radiation also cause cancer too?
No, only electromagnetic. Electromagnetic mutates the
Um,
DNA to the point where the cell doesn't really act right.
no, radiation can't cause cancer, but it does other things. So, yeah, no, unless you get hit by like a nuclear bomb or you go into an area that still has fallout in it, you're not gonna find any anything that bad. You know, nothing bad's actually gonna happen to you if you're just doing X-ray shit. As long as the reason that they have you put on the gowns and stuff is to kind of like reduce it, but the reason that you're not fully encapsulated is because you don't need to be. You know?
It's like it's safe radiation. Like it's not going to kill you or
Yeah,
cause
no,
cancer.
it's the same radiation that comes from the sun. I mean, no, it is going to cause cancer, but that's from
Only
a
like if it's like in small
burn.
doses, then no, it is not going to cause cancer.
No, but that's see like skin cancer is from a burn that's caused from the radiation. It's not a direct cause from the it's not coming from the radiation, you know? It's because of the burn on your face. It's hard to explain.
If you wanted my 2 cents on this, the the Fiestaware.
Mm. What'd you say?
Collectible Fiestaware has a collectible Fiestaware. It has a glaze on it that is made that has a touch of uranium dust in it.
What the frick?
And obviously,
Why?
sorry, why?
Yeah, why? I just looked that up. Like, why? I'm gonna put a picture of it in chat just to remind me to. So I started really quick. I started doing a thing on Patreon where I'm gonna do some behind the scenes stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like basically what I'm doing is I'm like just kind of gonna record what we go over or like record what we put in chat and stuff like that. And then probably for one of them I'm gonna record well it's behind the scenes stuff, right? That's one of the things I'm gonna record because obviously people can't see that through the podcast, right? So I'm gonna
Right.
record
Yeah.
like my setup, stuff like that, you know. So that should be a nice few videos for the whoever actually decides to, pay for the Patreon.
Of course.
Back in topic. Back in topic. Fiestaware. Because the uranium dust is glazed over, the radiation doesn't really leak out as much as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that why does it have yeah, Fiestaware made today is not radioactive.
What is Fiestaware? Let me look it up.
So
Fiestaware pre pre World War II, that's radioactive.
Oh yeah, that is radioactive stuff.
why?
Yeah, wasn't. Well, I think it's because like of the
Why?
paint that was used, because like there was like radioactive chemicals in there. Well, there's
Uranium
like you'd be surprised
oxide
like
get it's
Oh,
uranium
it's because
oxide.
uranium was used to make the
yeah,
the
you'd be
colored
surprised like how
glazes.
many things like use even like still some things nowadays it still uses uranium. Like there used to be uranium clocks, uranium makeup. That was an actual thing. And there used to be
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
uranium alarm clock,
using clocks now too.
smoke detectors. Well, I don't know about smoke detectors, but still
And
though.
speaking and speaking of radiation, there was some products going around online of like negative energy healing devices where those things are dangerously radioactive. Well, it's not really dangerously radioactive if you just leave them alone, but but those things are specifically designed to be put directly near or on your skin.
What are those?
They were labeled as negative energy or quantum healing products,
That sounds dumb.
and yeah, it's really dumb because it has thorium oxide dust in it.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, thorium is an incredibly dangerous element.
There's a thing called an ED shockwave acoustic device. The frick is that? It's called the Phoenix, apparently. What does it do? Eliminates the need for pills, injections, or surgery by fixing the root cause. Okay.
I have finally become immortal.
None of the side effects associated with pharmaceuticals. Clinically proven technology with more than a decade of success. Okay. All right. What does it do? Same FDA registration as devices used in clinics. So is it just a radiation thing? What is it?
Hold on, what was it called?
So it's called the
What
Phoenix.
was it called again?
It's called the Phoenix.
The
Order
device.
online. What does it do?
What does it do?
I'm so confused. What does it do?
World's first home use acoustic wave. What is a Phoenix device? What? What
is this?
I don't even know what's even going on. Like, I just hear
Here, let me
acoustic thing.
Let me put a picture of it.
All right.
What is it supposed to be?
So it's an ED shockwave device.
From one source as a blog or something, it was designed to revitalize erections.
I mean, all right. Did it work?
Hold on.
I don't know if I would want that anywhere near my erection. Not gonna lie.
So you guys tell me this thing is supposed to help your erection, yet it's radioactive as shit.
It's supposed to help me get hard. Is that what this is supposed to do? Is that all it does?
Dude, if you're gonna get hard, just look. Okay, there's many ways to get hard, but just look up some porn, dude.
What is an ED shockwave
or just
device?
go with Viagra.
No. See,
Viagra.
Oh, okay. So shockwave therapy is administered with a wand-like device placed near different areas of the penis. It's literally just okay. So the pulses trigger improved blood flow and tissue remodeling in the penis. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense why you wouldn't need pharmaceuticals for it, because that's the whole point of like Viagra, is to boost blood flow. That's literally all it does. So like that makes sense, right?
Right.
Except.
All right, there we go. It's for your cock.
Could have meant like. But what kind of? Okay.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
What the hell does it emit? What the hell does it emit?
ED shockwaves. Didn't you read it?
Well, yeah. What? ED shockwaves. What the hell is that?
Yeah, what is an ED shockwave? Hold on.
Shockwave.
Okay. What is it? It's a P shot. Shockwave or P shot. I like that.
Vasculogenic ED.
What is it?
Are we just talking about sex toys now?
Non-invasive, low-intensity sound waves. It's just sound. They just boost the bass, and it gets him hard.
Basically, you could literally use like sound to make yourself hard.
Yeah, he's getting an erection because the music is so good. Like,
oh god, this reminds me of this.
I think I know what it is.
I think there's like this reminds me of this one thing I saw where like I was on Instagram and there was like this apparently they're making like,
I have
like
an
a
erection.
dildo, like a vibrator that was supposed
Yoshikage
to be,
Kira.
I know what ED is. I know what ED is. It's short for erectile dysfunction.
Oh well, all right, there we go.
Like, yo, guys, can you
Glad
just
we had this
imagine
talk.
that? Like, can you just imagine that dildo or like any of those like sex toys that involve sound? You just play the entire Doom soundtrack.
Whoa, okay, we got to keep it family friendly, all right? Just because it's a Christian game does not mean we get to talk about the sex toys.
I think weren't you already bringing that up already with the erectile dysfunction and whatnot?
I mean, that was on accident. That doesn't count.
Okay, let's change subjects. Let's see here. We
No, I
talked
want to
about
keep talking about
radiation.
this.
Are you fucking kidding me, Michael?
Yeah, I want to keep talking about this. We only got 10 minutes left. It's fine.
We're gonna talk about sex toys. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. We already talked about the Phoenix. I mean, we already talked about erectile dysfunction. Might as well.
True. And if you said like the Phoenix is like what? Wait, is the Phoenix radioactive? Is it radioactive?
No, it's just sound waves. It just emits sound. That's all it does.
Sound is not really radiation at all. It's more or less vibrations in the air.
Can you just imagine like hearing a thing doing this to you like? Oh yeah, that's hot. That's gonna be turned right the fuck on. Keep going.
I can imagine that.
Holy shit!
God, I hate that so much.
I'm about to nut.
Holy shit!
That's not what it does.
It's effectively a vibrator.
No, why? No. Why?
For dudes.
I hate that.
It's a vibrator for dudes.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's true equality.
I want to talk about the radioactive plates again.
I think we already talked enough about the radioactivity.
This is podcast. We talked about sound vibrators. We talked about radioactive plates. It's a good podcast. Good podcast.
I mean, speaking of which, there's also genetically modified pets now.
I hate that. Oh yeah, they're mixing.
Yeah.
I hit my mic. I'm sorry. I read some stuff about like mixing pigs with humans. So it was
That's already that's already a thing. That's already a thing. That's called being morbidly obese.
No. It's something different. It's actually hold on. I'm actually gonna get the. There it is. There it is. Right here.
What the fuck are
pigs Pigs are actually anatomically similar to humans.
That's why it's so easy. There you go. I put the picture up. You're welcome.
So Monster Girls are going to become a thing? A Monster Girl is going to become a thing.
I don't want to. I don't want it to.
You don't want to?
No.
Ugh, no.
I mean, people are trying to make...
No.
I wonder if it's an actual experiment to make Catgirls thing.
I heard some news about something like that.
Human-animal hybrids. That's what...
Yeah.
There's chimeras. They're called chimeras. Oh, crap.
I mean, it could be a thing.
Looking at some fun pictures right now.
No. They're called chimeras.
Yeah. Can we have rat human?
I mean, a rat. Isn't that?
I want to hear somebody sing "Rats, Rats, We Are the Rats."
I mean, as for the whole idea, like,
and then I want to see a really fat rat person come out of nowhere and say, "I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules."
Okay.
You not get the reference?
No, I did not get that reference, unfortunately.
Yeah, have you never seen that? Hold on.
No, I never did.
Rats, rats, we're the rats.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, like,
we pray at night, we stalk at night, we're the rats. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
I'm trying to give us a topic, and like here I see Michael just like talking about the rats.
Yeah, it's the rats. We're rats. We're the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats.
I'm
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can
Imagine like
ourselves
having to deal with all
into.
those rats in New York.
For anybody who is actually listening to the podcast, that I actually put that clip in.
Oh God.
Yeah, I actually played this song.
Anyways, getting back on topic, it could be possible that genetically modified humans will actually become an inevitability.
That's
I
okay.
mean, if we could,
Purpose of it.
I
The
mean,
purpose of it all.
so technically, monster girls could be a thing, but it would probably would. My theory is it probably wouldn't be
It's
like
not
as
gonna
we
be like in the
imagine it.
animes.
No. You're not gonna get like for instance, like Lola Mia's be a thing. No, absolutely not. That's not gonna be a thing because
Maybe with prosthetics.
well, snake DNA and human DNA they're like very like drastically like different, but like cat girls, like stuff like cat girls, maybe centaurs, satyrs, that can become a thing. That could become a thing. Because human DNA, mammalian DNA, it's very similar. Shit.
It's gonna look like Peppa
speaking of,
Pig. That's what it's gonna look like.
Peppa Pig. This is Daddy Pig.
Sorry, that was me snoring. I fell asleep.
Anyways, I remember like talking about this with my coworker the other day. I did thought of the possibility of like genetically modified humans being an actual possibility. Maybe not in this timeline, but like somewhere like the 2030s, that could be a possibility. For instance, you can mix a gorilla's DNA with a human's DNA to create a super strong super soldier, or you can like give humans web
No.
feet and web
Hold
hands.
on. So, I want to. That's horrifying. That's a horrifying thought. So, gorillas are just naturally strong and they don't like work out or anything. Imagine what if gorillas did do that?
I don't think even that they were bodybuilding. Oh God.
That would be fucking horrifying, wouldn't it? Imagine giving one single person that much power, having like
they got bears. Well, they can't take
having
grizzly
like
bears,
leather thick skin, being able to like punch something into oblivion. Like imagine giving somebody that amount of power, how hard it would be to take them down. I don't feel like you should do that. that seems like something you shouldn't do.
I mean, hey, if you think about it, it's probably gonna be there's probably gonna be an actual military thing, that could be an actual thing for the military to use.
No, because that would be impeding on like human rights and shit. You can't do that. If the gorilla person voluntarily signs up for the military, then yes, the military can use them. Otherwise, no.
The military. Well, there's probably a loophole around that. Like the military can conduct the. Yeah, like the consent forms.
That's not. What?
I'm saying human genetically modification.
No, because you'd have to grow something like that from birth. You couldn't just shove cells like that into somebody, and they just grow, because that would like destroy their everything. That would just destroy their entire system. Whereas if it's grown from birth, you could do that. We're almost past time, so
it's a lot more complex than just injecting sperm into an embryo.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course, because like
you have to remove specific parts of DNA.
Yeah, I mean, like there is ways like activate like certain DNA strands, like deactivate them. I'm just for instance, I'm going straight away from humans. You can possibly bring back the dinosaurs through birds.
So we have like 1 minute left to wrap it up. By the way.
To me, it's like we got like 4 minutes left. Can we think we can keep this going for like a few more minutes or no?
No, it's at 59 minutes.
Ah shit.
Yeah, no, we have 1 minute. So, okay.
Ah shit.
If anybody actually listened this far and you guys actually like this, we're gonna be trying. I'm going to be trying to set up podcasts every Friday to where we can actually have a podcast every week. I got screwed up for this last week because of the whole business trip, but yeah, you guys enjoyed listening to us rant for an hour straight about pig people and the sorts.
Human genetic modification.
Visit the channel. You might find some more fun stuff. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I hope you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed listening to us derping around. And as always,
You have 10 seconds.
we will see. We also, and as always, we appreciate you getting this far.
Okay, that's the end of the
Thank you very much
podcast.
for
All right,
tuning
bye.
in.